this video, we will look at how to implement reduce motion accessibility feature in your SwiftUI animation. So reduce motion on iOS generally allows users to turn off animations if they do not want to see such animations. In this example, I have defined a spring animation called bouncy feel. This animation is triggered using a tap gesture. So once we tap on the icon, we show the spring animation by morphing the menu icon into a close icon. There is nothing wrong with this animation, but we want to make the animation inclusive, so we can add the reduce motion implementation so that users are able to turn off this animation completely. Or we can also replace this animation with a shadow animation. When we go to the top, I have also defined this shadow animation, which is a default ease in out animation. To include reduce motion for your SwiftUI animation, we can access it through the environment variable accessibility reduce motion. So over here, I'm going to define this variable environment accessibility reduce motion var reduce motion. To implement the reduce motion feature, we will pass the variable as a parameter for the implicit animation, which is called with animation. So let's write reduce motion. We will implement this using ternary conditional operation. A ternary conditional operation has two values, true and false. So when the condition is true, we need to set it to a certain value. And when it is false, we need to choose another value. So first, we write a question mark, and the value that follows must be the true value. In the beginning of this video, I said we can implement reduce motion in two ways, whether to remove the animation completely or to provide a shadow version of the animation. So we have a spring animation. When we go up, I define this shadow animation, which is a standard ease in out animation. So for the true condition, let's provide that shadow animation. The next value that follows is the false value. So when the condition is false, we provide the spring animation, which is defined as bouncy feel. If we tap on the icon, we still get the spring animation. This is because reduce motion feature works only with the simulator and not the Xcode preview. So let's run the app. So now tapping on the icon, you can see we get the shadow animation instead of the spring animation. To turn reduce motion on and off, we can go to the settings screen and go to accessibility. Then under motion, we can turn off reduce motion. Once we do that, we can now run the app again. So now we will get the bouncy spring animation, as you can see. Now we have provided a shadow version of the animation. We can also remove the animation completely, as I said before. So what we can do is to remove the shadow feel and put nil. So this means we don't want to see any animation once reduce motion is on. So now let's go back and run the application again. We have reduce motion set to off, so we still get the bouncy animation. So let's go to the settings screen again and put reduce motion on and run it again. So now we don't get any animation at all. So to recap, this is how to implement reduce motion in your apps so that users can turn off the animations they don't want to see. So you can implement it in two ways. One, to remove the animation completely. And secondly, you can provide a shadow version of an excessive animation. Thanks for watching.